first. And now we get a look at Kevin Jennings. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. Keeps it on the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Sets his feet. It's Jennings. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to it. There he goes. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Mustangs have their offense in high gear. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Drives inside. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're going to run it. Inside the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Look out! He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
So Stanford's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running inside, it's Ford. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Warren. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off play action on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes a grab. Turning it on! Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll try to do it himself. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the single back. Got a little press. He's piled up 65 yards rushing in this game and getting closer to 1,400 for the season. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on third down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. A run for the quarterback. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Sets his feet. It's Warren. Quick completion on the out route. Still on his feet at the 45. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Quick give. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Tight end now in motion. Going with the counter play here. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
In the backfield, it's Smith. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Makes the grab on the left. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Knight. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Mustangs want to move quickly.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Escapes the pressure to his right. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Oh, he's got some space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with South Alabama taking on the number 17 team, the App State Mountaineers. And it's the Jaguars sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. That victory is upon, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now, Chains Guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Mustangs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Hey, guys, Stanford's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Holly, thank you. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Warren. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Ford. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Big guy smells it. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Can the D deny them on second and goal? From the gun, looking for a man. He's got it. Powers through. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from Pater.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the one. Trying to pound it in. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Give to the single back. Gives him a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Left side is Smith. There he goes. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
The Mustangs decide to punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. On the draw, it's Ford. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Slings it downfield. Out wide left to Jaw. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
They're all over him. And they got him. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Warren. It's complete on the right side. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Searching for space. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Oh, pressure's coming. They get to him as he throws. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just gets rid of that one.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Dropping back, it's Warren. Unloads to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Between the hashes, it's Blackburn. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Right at the line. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Great place to start for this offense. Hands it off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the two-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Drops back, it's Warren. Out wide right, it's Ford. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback caught on 2 and sacked at the 12. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. Snaps on fourth down. Rush right in his face. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Powers inside, and he breaks the plane. Touchdown, Mustangs! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
That makes the score SMU 24, Stanford 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're going to ride this running back. There's some headed to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! And the stomping has commenced. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Warren. They'll run the screen. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Here we go, ready.
Quick give, it's Ford. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Second down.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
you've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.